Proved to be an excellent decision by Charlotte Edwards early on in this first Royal London ODI on a murky Scarborough morning. 2 early wickets claimed by Anya Shrubsole, but of course there was a chance for an early 4. Mandana getting off the mark, but then Shrubsole really got into the groove, and Kamini was struggling to get off the mark. She did so, but then she didn't last long. Kamini out for 2, caught by Taylor off the bowling of Shrubsole. Kamini playing a loose shot. And a comfortable catch there for Taylor. She's not going to drop those. And it was to be a very good opening spell for Shrubsole. Thurush Kamini out for 2. And the second wicket, as I say, not too far behind. Caught by Knight for 1 was Jain. Once again off the bowling of Shrubsole. Just getting a little bit of extra bounce this time from Shrubsole. And it carries well to Knight, who takes a good low catch. And at the start it really was all England, but then the rains came. We had a couple of rain delays. One wasn't very long at all. It was only about 5 minutes. The players actually stayed on the edge of the boundary. They came back quickly, and Mandana really started to play her shots.
In the UK.
Just the frustration there from Shrubsole. And also ably backed up by Captain Raj. These two really settling the ship for India after that poor start. Raj coming in and playing a captain's innings and backing up Mandana, who was hitting boundaries all around the field, as was Raj. Hazel coming to the attack. And Raj, who is such an important player for this India side, doing a good job. But once again, they had to go off for another rain delay. This one was a bit longer, about 45 minutes this time. It meant that 50 overs was reduced to 47, but it didn't affect Mandana and Raj, who carried on in that vein of form until Raj was caught behind. And it was Gunn, the prolific bowler, who's got the most wickets in English women's history. And just add that one to the list as well, getting the dangerous Raj. It didn't affect Mandana though, who kept on playing her shots, getting a little lucky there. And Brunt on her return to the side. Bowled with some good pace, but wasn't able to break through with a wicket. And Mandana closing in on her highest ever score in ODI cricket. That was 51, she much past that. Again, very comfortable on the offside, getting that half century. And really putting India in a good position after, as I mentioned, that poor start. But then was caught by Charlotte Edwards off the bowling of Knight for 8. And that was a good breakthrough because they really were looking settled, those two. Mandana kept on playing her shots, again sending that to the boundary, and also Vanita was playing well as well in company. Mandana marching past 70. And Vanita as well, getting in on the act, sending the white ball to the boundary. It was all looking rather comfortable for these two. A very good partnership until this. A real mix-up, and Mandana was run out. The real big wicket that for England. It was good work by Gunn, but Mandana, a wonderful knock, 74 of 99 balls. And then there was another run out as well. Again, it was Gunn. It was very sharp work. And this time Goswami sent packing. And that was the end of Vanita Knight, who came in to bowl a good spell, kept it tight, also getting wickets as well. And this was to be the last wicket of the innings, bowled by Knight, Niranjana. Just the 4 runs, excellent work from Knight again. But there was still time for a few flurries of shots. Pandey and Bisht trying to play expansive cricket. They hit some good boundaries in the last over. And it helped India to a total of 193 for 8. While the rain delay during India's innings meant a Duckworth-Lewis adjusted target of 195 to win off 47 overs for England. And they got off to a wonderful start with Edwards and Knight in fine form. Really were taking the attack to India. And Goswami, the tall, rangy bowler, just struggled to find her line and length. Edwards taking full advantage of that wide one. And Knight following suit as well, just finding the boundary with ease in the early portion of this one. The 2 openers setting a really solid foundation for the innings to come. Just scoring all around the wicket. And the locals in Scarborough absolutely loving it. Edwards just showing her ability with the cut shot. And it really was a captain's innings from Charlotte Edwards. Just kept on finding the gaps, even with a bit of help from the fielders. And Niranjana as well, also suffering. The first 2 bowlers expensive. And really were in a dominant position, England, after just 4 overs, 38 for no loss. But then the rains came, as has been the story here in Scarborough. After just 5 overs, the rains came, and that meant we had another adjustment to the score. The target 184 off just 42 overs, but that didn't affect Edwards and Knight. They're thinking still to be on the front foot, be aggressive, and Edwards was flying towards her 50. Well, not much that the Indian bowlers had to smile about. And the captain did go past her 50, 43rd one-day international 50. She is a run machine, Charlotte Edwards. But then she was gone. Perhaps one a bit too straight to be cutting. And just the bottom edge. And it meant Charlotte Edwards had to walk for 57, but England in a very strong position. 110 for 1, Edwards doing her job at the top of the order. And it's one that perhaps she'll be a little frustrated about. It didn't deter Knight, who followed suit and made it to her 50. And of course she got 3 wickets in India's innings. A fine match for her 6th one-day international 50. But then she was gone as well, caught in the deep. And with England in such a strong position, perhaps a shot she didn't have to go for. Caught by Vanita off the bowling of Gaikwad. And a bit of a needless shot. She was gone shortly after Charlotte Edwards. But then in came Winfield, who really settled very quickly. Just her 6th ODI, Winfield. And she found some very good boundaries. And then she was gone as well again, with such a strong position, trying to play the aggressive shot and just holding out there to the batting hero Mandana off the bowling of Goswami. Winfield gone for 15. And then Taylor and Greenway had just about an over together before the rains really came again. And the umpires took the players off. And it really was dark and grey here in Scarborough at that point. And it was looking unlikely that we would get back onto the field, and that's exactly what happened. England won by 42 runs via the Duckworth-Lewis method. A good victory in this first ODI for England.